Hi, everyone, and welcome to the 10th episode of my podcast, Nina and Knitting. I'm Nina, and you can find me on Ravelry as Ninima. I also have a Ravelry group there called Nina and Knitting Podcast, and I'll put a link to that um, here on YouTube in the down bar in the description box. I have my show notes in there and then an Ask Me Anything thread. So feel free to go and join that group. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel if in order to get notifications when I have new episodes out. So if you're a new viewer, welcome, and I hope you enjoy spending a little bit of time with me today. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back. It's nice to have you here, or it's nice to be seen again. And yeah, today is November 23rd. It's a Wednesday. And yesterday was my birthday. So happy birthday to me. You'll see some knitting related birthday gifts, birthday presents in the stash enhancement section at the end of this episode. And I turned 42, and so nothing major. I was visiting my parents last weekend, so I saw both my sisters in there and got something small for my birthday while I was there. Yeah, so today I will have included, or I will have started this episode with a small video clip of my view from the kitchen window, because this is where I am in my kitchen today. Um, the weather today is crappy. Well, it's back to basic dreary fall weather. Last episode I filmed, it was like -5 degrees Celsius. Today is +4, which is about 40 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's raining. It's really gray, so not a good light here, as you can see. And yeah, well, my husband took the dog out there, going to the woods, and I just decided that, yeah, if I want to record something now this week, uh, I'll probably not have a good opportunity to do it outside because of the weather. So that's why we're in my kitchen now, and I'm not gonna show you the kitchen. But yes, you got to see what I can see from the window, which is right here next to me. The light is what it is. Something coming through the window, but it is very gray, and the kitchen lamp over there makes everything look pretty much yellow. So this is blue and that's yellow, and well, we'll just have to bear with it this time. Maybe next time it'll be better. Who knows? Yeah. So this week or this episode, I have done it maybe once in 2 weeks normally. I have two finished objects, and then I'll be able to show you the third one I didn't show you last time. And I have two whips, and then the goodie stuff at the end. But let's get to it. The finished object I didn't show you last time. I have my socks blockers here, but I didn't put it on. They are the test knit for Heidi Nick and her pattern called 3 Ways to Ultimate Success. And they are just gorgeous. If you want to see it in a better light, see the pair of socks in a better light, I suggest you go to my Ravelry page and check out the project, because the photos in there are pretty nice. And well, this one is what it is. But yes, so this is how it looks from the side. So as usual, cables. This is a hoodie pattern, so quite a bit of cables. And then there are these beads that you can see in here. So this yarn is Hondo cashmere sock in, I guess the colorway is called Earnest Mandarin or something like that. Ravelry wasn't functioning when I tried to make some notes for myself, so I'll put it in my show notes, the colorway, but I think it was Earnest Mandarin. So it's a sort of an orange, looks really much nicer than it shows on the screen here. Anyway, so it's an MCN base, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon, and fingering weight. I'll show you the sock from the front. So this is the toe, and they are mirror images of each other. So this part goes the other way in the other sock. So this is how it looks from the front, and you can see the really beautiful, nice beads in there. And then you have all the cables in the cuff part or the leg. And then at the back of the leg, let's see, some more cables and some more beads. I really love them. And the heel that Heidi often has in her patterns. I think it is called Flegel heel. That's the term I've heard people use, or seen in on the forums in Ravelry. So yeah, that's the sort of heel. And yeah, this pair is just beautiful, and I guess I'll have to keep these for myself. They're really nice, and I have really nice photos of them in the project page on Ravelry, but you know, the light here is what it is at the moment. And it's my day off, so yeah, no makeup. My hair is what it is. I have an old sweater on, something that I would not wear for work because it's not tidy enough. But yeah, so we're all like what it is today. But this is really beautiful. I love these. I had finished these last time I recorded, but the pattern wasn't out then, but it is now. Actually, it was published or released just after I had finished recording last time. So you'll find it on Ravelry. They are called 3 Ways to Success. Very, very nice. Yeah, so that's something old, something that you just didn't see before. Sorry. Let's put it away. And another test knit. So my first real FO for this week. They're fingerless mitts or wrist warmers, whichever term you want to use. Oops, wrong way around. So this was a test knit for Lily from the Nordic Stitches podcast, and they are called Baby It's Cold Outside. Oh, sorry, it's Baby It's Cold Inside. And yeah, it is if I sit on the computer long enough. So wrist warmers or fingerless mitts. You have this really nice lace at the back of the hand, and I made as many repeats as there are in the pattern, but of course if you don't want it to be this long, you can just have a fewer number of repeats of this pattern. And the other side, the palm side of your hand, is just sort of ribbing, and the thumb in there just continues from the ribbing. So they're really nice, and because of the ribbing, I think they sit well, really well in my hands. Really like them. This yarn is also from Hondo, as was the hygienic pair. This is just a sports weight yarn, paksukkis in Finnish. I don't know. I think there is an English name for it too, but I don't know that. This is a yarn I bought this July when I was doing the Tour de Soc, and I was just in a hurry, and I thought I was buying yarn for the next pair in Tour de Soc, and you know, ended up buying a sports weight yarn, which was not good for the socks, so I had to buy another skein. What a pity. Now they are this mishap has gone to really good use, and I think I'll have to take these in my put these in my bag, and I can wear them at work in the office, because the automatic ventilation in the office is just crazy. Yeah, so when I'm at the computer, I think I'll be needing these, and now I can have them in my hands. So I'm really, really pleased with them. I'll put a link to the pattern on Ravelry. It's been released there already, so go and grab yours. It's really nice, and they knit up really fast. I think it took me maybe 3 evenings or something to make these, so they're in a quick knit. Yeah, that's it. And then the third finished object, something I had on my needles last time, is another pair of reverses. These, you can't really see the colors too well. Well, that happens. I had done maybe one sock, and then I had started this second sock last time I recorded. And then I finished the sock and did the soles and the laces and whatever. I'm gonna put, well, you'll see the pattern in my show notes if you're interested. This color, which you really can't see, the main color, they're all Novita Seitsemän veljestä, Novita Seven Brothers. This is purple, but it looks blue in this light, but it actually is, it's purple. I'll try to get some photos of these later. Good luck with that. Yeah, and this is just, pink. And this stripe and the bottom, oops, I forgot my stitch marker here, marking the left foot. Yeah, so this is just some charcoal gray, dark gray, as is this stripe. And the laces are also pink. Yeah, these are for a friend of mine, and I had to you know, contact her on numerous occasions to decide these colors and whether she wanted these badges in the inside of the foot or the outside. She wanted them outside the foot, or, you know, outer part of the foot. Don't know. Yeah, and then all the other colors, because normally these pink parts are in white. Yeah, but I finished them. Actually, I finished sewing them all together last night. So this is a real recent FO. Yeah, really glad I've done it. I have a few others I've promised to make. So we will be seeing more of Rhea versus in the future. Fear not. Yeah, I forgot to say this. Can you see? Yeah. So I used the Eye of Partridge heel flap here. Just something that wasn't in the pattern, but you know, you can make this sort of heel that you want. Basically, when you've, you know, been accustomed, or you know what you're doing. When you've done a couple of pairs, you can make adjustments really easily. Yeah. Right, so to my whips, and I've been just racing along, I can see, but yeah. I have the shawl I'm making for my niece. The pattern is called Regina Marie, designed by Sarah Birch. And well, I've made some progress. Decided not to frog it. Still don't know how it's gonna turn out, but yeah, we'll see. But I'm still in the first part. This is going to be a crescent shaped shawl, and this is the border, the outer border of the shawl. And the yarn I'm using is drops lace. So I've done, like, I still have some 10 or so repeats to do. You see that? Maybe a little. It's really difficult to see before walking, and I'm not too convinced myself, but you know, we'll see what happens. So yeah, it's okay. We'll see what happens, and if all fails, because you know Christmas is closer than you think, or closer than I think. So if I don't manage to make all the three, because I have three nieces and I do intend to make shawls for each of them. If I can't finish all the three, I'll just go and buy something for them for Christmas, and then they'll get their shawls for birthday. So problem solved. But yeah, guess it'll be okay. We'll see after I finish it, after I block it. But the pattern is really beautiful. It's just that I don't know if I know what I'm doing, or if what I'm doing will end up being what it's supposed to be. But yeah. So I have made some 16 or something repeats, and I have to still make 10 of them, and then continue to the next part. So I'm far from being done, and this is just the first show. It's in a plastic bag. I was well, I didn't have a good project bag for this one. I had these whips on my needles. Yeah, and the second whip. So only have two whips, and actually that's the sort of situation that I prefer. I don't want to have too many things unfinished. But the second work in progress that I have is the hoodie for my daughter. And I had only started the ribbing last time I showed you this. So I was here, and now I've finished the rib and just, plain stocking it for a while before I get to the arm pits and make all sorts of different things in there. The pattern is a Nobita Knits pattern. It is on the internet, but it's only in Finnish there. So and the pattern actually is you make the back part and then the front, but I just decided to try to do it in the round. I think it'll be fine. And I'm just making one pearl stitch. Don't know if you can see it really, where the seam should be or would be if I was making these out of separate parts. Anyway, yeah. So this yarn is Järvu alpaca solo yarn. It's a Swedish yarn and it's 100% alpaca. Really soft. Yeah, it has some fluff. We'll see how it goes. But so far I'm really liking it, and it is very, very soft. So this will be a hoodie for my daughter, and I suppose you'll be seeing this quite a bit because I'm not in a hurry with this one. It's not supposed to be a Christmas gift. I'm just gonna see how fast, or well, I'm just gonna do what I have intended to do for others, and yeah. And this project is the first one where I tried the tubular cast on. I don't know if you can see it at all. It's not focusing there, it's focusing on my face. And that's not necessary. Anyway, I watched a sock matician tutorial on it on YouTube and then just made it. Because of the yarn, I guess the start isn't very neat, but yeah, it's my first time anyway, so it's fine. And nobody's gonna see it. Nobody's gonna, start watching how I started this and if it's neat or not. Anyway, yeah. So this is the second work in progress. Now you can see the seam there. I just have this stitch marker in there for me so that I'll remember to make one purl and then knit. Yeah, that's in my cute project bag that I got from Hanna from Hanna from Sheep's Alley podcast. It's really nice, and it's big, so I'll be able to fit the whole hoodie in it once I have done more of it. So I won't have to change another project bag for it. So yeah, that's it. The second work in progress, and that's all the works in progress that I have. But if you're not interested in the stash enhancements, I don't have that many, but a few. If you're not interested in them, then I hope you'll come back next time and see the sort of knits I've done then. But for now, my stash enhancements. My first enhancement is not yarn, but it is knitting related. Uh, I had a book. I had borrowed it from the library, and it had some really nice patterns in it. It's a sock book, and so I just took a picture of it on my phone and sent the picture to one of my sisters and saying, hint, hint, my birthday's coming up, and I wouldn't mind having this for myself. So this is a Cookie A book, Sukkia rakkaudella in Finnish. The original is called Knit Sock Love. Yeah. And there were several patterns in it that I really want to make, including the monkey sock, which most people know from Cookie A, and some others, really nice patterns. So I just decided I want to have this book for myself so that I can take my time and knit them. But it's really, and even the color is just beautiful. The photos are really nice, like these bigger photos, and then you have and other photos of the details, so you're not don't have to rely on just the big photo to see what the sock is really like. But yeah, it's a really beautiful book. So just if you want to look at the pictures, this is nice. Yeah. So Cookie A. And then my sister had found another a book from sort of a um, flea market or something. Uh, so she decided to get it for me. Look at that. So Vogue Knitting Stittionary. And there are, I don't even know how many, but a lot of different stitch patterns in it. So, I mean, I may have to try start making those dishcloths and or pot holders using these. Oh man, you can't see anything. So just just to try out the different stitch patterns, because it doesn't have to be anything major to look really interesting. So you have all these different small patterns that you can use in different knitting projects. And I just think this is really interesting. So yeah, I'm really gonna have a lot of fun making some of these. So a big book full of different small stitch patterns. That's really nice. Always a fun surprise from her, because the other book I knew I was getting. And last time I talked about this yarn crafts fair that we had in Tampere. It was last weekend, and I was sort of kind of thinking maybe I would go on the last Friday. But I try to keep a certain budget in my yarns, and I didn't have that much budget to go and shop for yarns, and I just didn't think it was while going to the fair and seeing all the nice yarns and all the nice stuff and not being able to get a lot of it. Besides, it's every year, so yeah. And well, we were going to my parents for the weekend, and yeah, so that was a little too much. So maybe next year, maybe I won't be doing anything that weekend, and I'll have more time to spend in there. But once I had decided not to go to Tampere for the crafts fair, crafts and yarns, whatever fair, uh, festival, uh, I decided that yeah, I'm gonna get something online. And I got a small notification from the post from the mail on Monday, so I picked this up yesterday on my birthday, and I mean, these are just they looked really nice in the photos, and I guess they're even nicer in real life. So this is Cosmic Strings um, Etsy shop. That's their info, and I'm gonna put it in the show notes too. It's not gonna focus, is it? No, it's not gonna focus. Yeah, well, you'll have it in the show notes. So, Cosmic Strings. It's in Edinburgh, and actually, Amy from Stranded Dye Works podcast mentioned that this will be a good time to buy something from the UK because the pound is so low uh, compared to, for example, euros, and that's why I had to buy it or something. Anyway, okay, so these are all basic sock yarns. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and they're fingering weight, so 400 meters or 437 yards in 100 grams. And this colorway is called Wabi Sabi. It's so gorgeous. I mean, it's got these greens and yellows, and I'm really sorry that you can't really see it. This is like pale green in here, and it looks kind of blue on the screen, but they are sort of highlighter yellow, highlighter green, and then this rich, wonderful red. But I guess the sort of the base color is light green in real life. I'm trying to I'll try to get some good photos for Ravelry, but this is just amazing. This colorway is just gorgeous, and then you have these really dark parts too. Oh, I had to have it. I just had to have it. It's really beautiful. And I have another one, a bit similar with completely different colors. So this colorway is called Peppermint Pop. Look at those purples and pinks. And then you have these dark, this is all black, these black parts. And then the base is, can't really, sort of, well, it's not pure white anyway, so. This is just amazing. Amazing. Just gorgeous. I just and then there was a third one that I had to have, and that's all that I got from them. This third is the same base, and this is the Warrior colorway, a lot darker than the two others, with some uh, blues and purples, dark purples, blacks even, and then this sort of golden, different shades of gold and brown. Ah, oh, this is just beautiful. This is just amazing. Ah, so I have three skeins of wonderful yarn. It's sock yarn, yes. The base is, 75% merino, 25% nylon, but I'm not gonna make them into socks. No way. Uh, I'm pretty sure at least one of these will be paired up with a sort of more solid or just tonal color. Maybe one of the same colors as in these um, patches. And it'll be a shawl, and maybe even all the three different skeins will become shawls at one point. I don't know. I'm just, for now, I'm just gonna hold on to them and watch them. And, you know, when I have time, after, you know, New Year, next spring, when I have more time, I think, I will transform one of these skeins into a wonderful scarf. So I'm really super happy with all the three skeins, all the colors I got. Uh, they are exactly what I saw on the screen on my computer when I was ordering them. So they had really good photos, and this lighting just doesn't make justice to these skeins. They are wonderful, just plain wonderful. And they came in this really nice little bag. So it's not, crinkly plastic. It's, I don't know. I don't know what this fabric is called in English. But it came in a really nice packaging too. The little things that give that a bit of extra, something nice. Yes. So that's my Christmas, oh no, not Christmas, but birthday gift for myself. These skeins, I think. And I picked them up on my birthday, so yeah. I'm just loving them. Can't get over it. Yeah. So that's it for this time. I think this is, well, it's a short one, yeah, I know, but I'm kind of in a rush because I want to do this alone at home, now that I am at home alone, without any distraction. And, you know, that's all I have for this time. I have been watching some podcasts, a few new ones also. I started watching the Crazy Sock Lady. Yeah, that's the name of the podcast, but I can't remember um, her name. She has sons, I think, too. Anyway, she has made socks, but other accessories too. I think hats and so forth. She lives in the States, Northern Carolina, maybe. Yeah. So I've been watching her podcast, enjoying it very much, and I actually got an idea from her to what I might make for the teachers of my daughter's daycare, because I usually give something, or I guess it's more or less customary in here to give the nannies and the teachers in the daycare something for Christmas, something small. And yeah, I know all teachers, they get candles and stuff like that, chocolate, of course. But I just wanted to do something else. And if I start making the stuff that the crazy sock lady was making, then I'll mention it again. Sorry. A bit of a teaser for you. Yeah, so maybe next week no, like not next week, next time, maybe I'll show you something. Because it's something small that will meet up really, really fast. Yeah. But so she has different ideas in her podcast, something that, you know, I want to make. And yeah, so that's it. That I've been watching her, and then the ones that I've been watching before and ones I have mentioned before. So, is there anything new other than the crazy sock lady? I don't know. I don't remember. I've been knitting a lot and knitting pretty late for quite a bit because I wanted to finish the Rhea verses. So I've been just watching stuff, all the podcasts that I just come across, and of course I enjoy watching whatever. When you're knitting, it's really nice to have, somebody talking to you from the same sort of area in life. Yeah. Okay. I don't think I have anything else important for you this time. Sorry, I know this is a bit even more um, unorganized than I usually am, but I just wanted to do it quickly. So nevertheless, I hope you enjoyed this, and I wish you happy knitting for, say, the next maybe 2 weeks, and I'll probably record another episode in a couple of weeks. And if you subscribe, then you'll get a notification, and you'll see that I have some new weird stuff to talk about. Yeah. Okay, so maybe hopefully next time the weather will be better and I'll be able to do this outside, because I just hate it inside, even though when I'm doing it outside, there's also always the possibility of passersby disturbing me, but the lighting is better, and the overall feeling is better. But I hope you have a nice time, and I'll see you next time when I see you. Bye.